Okay, we are back in Legend of Heroes. Trails of Cold Steel 3. You can see Chapter 2 has just came to an end, and barring an intermission, we should be going into Chapter 3. Eastern Erebonia Cruisin Province, Boreahard, the Verdant City. So this is where Eustace usually hangs out. Four great houses, Duke Alborea's mansion. Acting Duke's office.
I see. So Marquis Ragnar will be absent as well. I take it this means House Hyarms will be the only one of the four great houses in attendance.
Would that it were different. For all of his faults, Marquis Ragnar is a man of principle, which makes his continuing house arrest for his actions during the Civil War all the more unfortunate.
One can't be too careful with a man who can lead his own militia. Though compared to the Governor General of Crossbell, he's a mere child playing with toys.
Eustace.
Sorry, just idle thoughts. By the by, what kind of man is this Marquis Ballard?
Every bit the man the rumors make him out to be. Foolhardy and greedy, but dangerously savvy when it comes to matters of personal gain. I can't even imagine how his presence will disrupt our conference, and I'm unfortunate enough to be his caretaker.
Well, with your father there, I can't imagine he'll be too much of a terror. Marquis Hyarms tends to have a sobering effect on people.
Very true. My father does not suffer fools gladly. But after the recent incidents in Crossbell and Sutherland, there's no telling what to expect. You would do well to exercise caution yourself.
You hardly need to remind me. Besides, I'm going to be among people I trust.
That's right. I suppose the conference does overlap with the branch campus's field exercises. Something else for me to look forward to. It will be a pleasure to see Class 1's former rivals reunited after all.
Lord Eustace, your visitor has arrived.
Ah, yes, let her in.
Right this way, young lady.
Thanks. How's it going, Eustace? Long time no see.
Hello, Milliam. You're a little late.
Hey, it's not my fault it takes so long to get approved. Why do I need to get permission every time I want to see you anyway?
The reason should be obvious, given each of our positions.
Yeah! Hey! Dodging's no fair.
Sometimes I fear you'll never learn. You're 15 now, aren't you? Would it kill you to act a bit more ladylike?
Lammy! Think fast!
Oh, hell.
Gotcha!
Get off me! You can't just jump on someone in an outfit like that.
Oh, you want to compare fashion notes, Mr. Fancy Haircut? But fine, if it keeps you from getting any more wrinkles.
Just get off.
Now this is good! Every bit as tasty as the pancakes Tilly and I had earlier.
You know, the children in town are starting to act more like you. Why do I get the feeling you've been teaching them?
Well, we have been hanging out a little. Every time I come visit you, I get to know them a little better. They're all really good kids.
That they are. So what if she was artificially created? She's just like any other girl. Aside from her complaints about not getting taller anyway.
Something on your mind?
Not at all. So, how are things on your end? As for me, my schedule remains unchanged.
All right. Even with all the crazy stuff that's happened, I should be good to go. Are you excited? You and me going on vacation.
I suppose the place is so pretty that it would feel like a vacation, even if we're walking into what is essentially a carnival of villainy.
You've got a way with words, Eustace. I just wish I had access to more information. Even if most of the classified stuff is just about nobles and the Bracer Guild.
I wouldn't worry about it. That's standard operating procedure for the Intelligence Division. Though, I imagine your status as an Ironblood gets you more leeway than others.
Still, if I had the same clearance as Lecter, I could be so much more helpful to everyone from Class 7. Reen, Elisa, and Machias seem to have it especially tough. Bea and Sarah, though, I think they can take care of themselves.
You don't have to worry about taking care of any of us. Besides, the fact that you're a part of Class 7 means so much more to us than any political favor you could offer.
I'm giving you another hug.
No, you are not.
Wait, what's that sound?
Ah, it must be Class 7 related. I wonder what happened.
No way!
Could it be?
Been a while, Eustace. Huh? Oh, and Milliam is with you too.
Gaius!
Remember that he's been missing for a while. This is the first time they've seen him since he disappeared. So now we're going to Western Erebonia, Lamare Province, Languedoc Cavern, I believe that was. Raquel, the Entertainment City. Or as Ash calls it, Heaven.
Wow, they're really going at it. I figured Needhog would be good, but the other guys are no slouches themselves. Betcha they'll give us a pretty good fight.
They've both been in shambles ever since the Civil War. The dragon lost its head. And as for the other group, well...
Guess this makes it a fight neither side can afford to lose. I'd like to have a battle with a certain someone myself.
You wouldn't be talking about little old me now, would you? Easy now, Blitz. I'm unarmed, see? I should be the one on edge here.
Sorry, but I'd rather not take any chances. Not with someone who can go toe-to-toe with Lord Balder.
Aw, lighten up. Can't you relax around an old drinking buddy?
I think Daddy might be the only person who could drink with you and not be nervous. That said... This is pretty weird. I saw you and Uncle Balder kill each other with my own eyes. And now you're here. Does this have something to do with that cool purple shadow thing?
Who can say? Seriously, though, you don't really want to start a fight in a place like this, do you? The two of you against little old me? I'd have zero chance of winning.
You're real funny, old man. But I get it. We're all just observers this time. So, once you get things squared away with your business, come pay us a visit. We'll be waiting.
Excuse us, Jaeger King.
Really had me sweating there. Old man like me wouldn't stand a chance against all that youthful exuberance. Don't you think? I'm just talking to myself. Don't let it spook you. The Colonel, your dad, took good care of me back in the day. Introduced me to my favorite brand of smokes. By the way, I meant to thank you for taking care of Fee. Chasing us from battlefield to battlefield's all well and good, but raising that kid right is what really matters. Even if you're practically a kid yourself.
Yikes. That was just like 3 years ago. Colonel. I haven't heard that in a while. Bloody Shirley. No, the Sanguine Ogre. She had to have noticed me too. I've been off the front lines for too long. Meanwhile, Fee's been picking up skill after skill. I'm really starting to feel my age. Wait, what am I saying? I'm only 27. Well, almost 28, but... Either way, I'm too young to be old. Okay, Sarah, focus. We've got two of the strongest Jaeger Corps, the Dragons and these Jaegers in purple, battling it out. One way or another, things are gonna come to a head. For me and for the kids. And you know, even if he is a far cry from the Viscount, I have to admit, the Jaeger King is a real fox.
Well, someone's early for a change. Basking in its glory? Even I was surprised when I first saw it.
Yeah. I hear there's another one in a place called Nord.
Yes. Just about the same size, too. Even though it's a very different shape. Wait, is something bothering you?
No. I don't sense any power within this thing. It's nothing but a shell. Just makes me wonder where the insides went.
Insides?
Sorry we're late.
Have you been a good girl, Duvalie?
Took you too long enough.
I said sorry. Oh, the almighty conflagration is with you.
My, are we interrupting something intimate?
Don't even joke about that. I would never. Especially not with some lazy, irresponsible bum like him.
Never is right. No man could ever sway a little lord's pet like her. Well, aside from maybe that Ashen kid. Isn't he your type?
Oh.
Dear me.
Absolutely not! And what do you mean, Lord's pet? If anything, Mick Byrne, you don't have enough respect for the Anguis.
I guess that makes two of us.
It's you.
It has been a while, fool.
When was the last time? The Crossbell incident?
I believe so. Though we've all been busy roaming across the continent, so I won't hold it against you. With that, all of us who were stationed to the west are here. Except Shirley, that is.
Yeah, the crazy ogre chick's off getting a read on the front lines.
The thought of her off on her own scares me a little. But we have preparations to make. Before our beautiful and proud lord arrives.
There's no need for that.
My lord.
I didn't expect you to arrive so early. My lord! I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think I would get to see you so soon.
Nor did I. I thought we had several days left to wait.
Did something change among the Anguis?
Yes, the Oathbreaker and Lady Mariabelle decided to take on Arteria. And the professor completed the final ion earlier than planned.
Sounds like he's been working hard.
He probably didn't like what happened to his last one.
Ah, Campanella and McBurn. How long has it been? About a year?
Sounds about right.
Still wearing that clunky helmet of yours, I see. There's a nice breeze right now, so why don't you take it off?
McBurn! How dare you say that to our lord?
Now, Duvalie. He's no subject of mine. Since we're ahead of schedule, why don't we have a little duel? If you can manage to tear this helm from my head, I'll be able to feel the lovely breeze you mentioned.
Nah, I'm good. Not because I think I'll lose, but because I don't think I can actually win. Just like all of our other fights.
What? You're right. Although, the outcomes may have been different had you taken my sword lessons more seriously.
Damn it, don't treat me like I'm Louve.
Just what is their relationship?
Now let us begin. The third of our experiments to reclaim the Phantasmal Blaze Plan. To determine whether or not a vessel can gain power through combat.
Chapter 3, Pulse of Steel. June. The hydrangeas begin to bloom, heralding the beginning of summer. In leaves situated just west of Heimdall, light rain showers came and went. After 2 field exercises, the branch campus's reputation began to spread far and wide. And with this renown came additional funding and equipment to enhance the school. They say renown, I say infamy. In addition, the campus welcomed some new faculty. They're teasing you with Josette right there. Becky, a graduate of Thor's main campus, opened a student store. You can see Celine hard at work there. Clearly a government worker. Due to her training at St. Ursula Medical College, Lindy was the perfect candidate to take over the medical office. And though it was only a few, there were some important transfers among the students. Man, it's already the weekend. Can't believe it's been 3 weeks since we got back from Crossbell. Time sure does fly. We got back 19 days ago to be exact. Tomorrow's our free day, but I feel like I still have a little energy left. Looks like you've gotten a bit tougher, Allie. Leo told me you're doing pretty good in the swimming club. I still can't swim more than 40 yards, though. Seems you've been working hard at tennis practice yourself, Yuna. In fact, I've heard you're to have an exhibition match with the high school in Heimdall. Yeah, apparently their tennis club was just founded too, so we figured it'd be the perfect matchup. Hope the rain clears up. Want to get in some practice after school. According to the forecast, it should be sunny after 4 p.m. But judging from your grades, Yuna, shouldn't you be studying instead? You're so predictable. Well, the finals are still a month away, so you've got some time. There is no way I've got enough time for club practice and studying. You don't have to practice for any matches in chess club, do you, Kurt? Actually, we have a match set up with another high school as well. A significant amount of my study time has gone to reading over match transcripts and teaching the game to Sydney. I forgot what a brainiac you are. Why, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. These two have been getting along lately. Yeah, I was checking out the campus store this morning, and it's pretty nice. They got stuff from all over for sale. I also picked up the latest Imperial Chronicle there. That shop is run by Instructor Ian's fellow graduate, Miss Becky, correct? This school is at least starting to resemble a real military school. The buildings have always been nice, but they were sort of empty on the inside. I feel like the medical office and gardening area finally started running too. I think Miss Lindy, the one running the medical office, also went to Thor's with Instructor Ian. And Sandy's done an amazing job at the gardening area. On top of all that, we also have the new Panzer Soldat models. I'm surprised to hear you read the Imperial Chronicle, though. I'd have thought you'd find it boring, given most of the articles cover the Imperial mainland. Well, I've been trying to be more open lately. Also, they run an article on Crossbell every now and then, so I've been trying to pick up the new issues when I can. There was also something in the table of contents I was going to ask about. What's this big conference thing about? It's at that time of year already. I think it's later than usual. The Imperial Provincial Council, held once a year, is a gathering of all the highest-ranking aristocrats in the Empire. None whose title is lesser than Count are permitted entry. Traditionally, it's been organized by the four great houses. Last year was held in St. Arc and hosted by Marquis High Arms. The four great houses, I've heard of them before. They're pretty much the ones who run this country. 2 of them got thrown in jail after the Civil War, though, right? I remember Allie mentioning she caught one of them. You mean Duke Cayenne. He was leader of the Noble Alliance during the Civil War. Duke Albareo was the other one. He was captured by the original Class 7. He was charged with abuse of the people and arson. It was his second son that arrested him. He sounds like a horrible guy. The original Class 7 was involved in all that too. So that means Duke Albarea's second son, the one who arrested him, was Governor General Rufus's younger brother Eustace. I hear he's now acting as the new head of the Albarea family. Though their power may be waning, this country is still one ruled by the nobility. Were they to suddenly withdraw from running the Empire, the central government would not be able to manage on its own. In that sense, the Imperial Provincial Council still holds great importance in this country. So if he's the new head of the family, does that mean this Eustace guy's gonna be there too? Well, if he's Instructor Ian's friend, I'm sure he'll support all the right stuff. Huh? I mean, I'm not saying I trust him just because he's Instructor Ian's friend. It's just everyone from Class 7 besides Instructor Ian is so nice. Why do you two keep looking at me like that? don't mind us. I'm starting to understand what it means to be a sucker for someone. Good morning, everyone. Seems like things are pretty lively in here. Good morning. Don't just burst in here all of a sudden like that. Wait, are you here later than usual? More importantly, you didn't close the door behind you, jerk. Sharp as ever. It's a bit sudden, but starting today we'll be getting some new members in our class. What? Sudden is an understatement. Alright, you two, come in. And one of you close the door behind you. You two. I'm sure you all know each other by now, but go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'll go first. I'm Yuse Egret. I've transferred from military finance to join you here in Class 7. It's truly a pleasure to meet you all.
Ash Carbide, transferring from combat tactics. Got no plans to make friends here. But nice to meet you, I guess.
Beginning this week, they will be transferred to Class 7? Ash Carbide from Class 8 and Muse Egret from Class 9. According to the reports, these two are a bit too unruly. Consider this a punishment of sorts for them. It's not that I don't get it, but don't us instructors share some of the blame too? I'd always planned to shuffle the classes around a little, and Class 7 has needed more members from the beginning, especially after the incidents at our last two field exercise locations. Well, that's true, especially considering what might happen in the future. What's your take on this? No more slacking offering, you gotta teach for once. No question, the two of them have more than enough skill and mental fortitude. If they don't have any objections to the transfer, we'd be more than happy to take them in. Good to hear. Any objections, Chief Instructor? Well, most lessons are held jointly for all three classes, so there should be no problems. Is this really just coincidence? The intelligence agency did mention something about Carbide. Well then, it's been decided. Now, Class 7 has 5 members. Ash can be a bit ornery, so good luck dealing with him. Yeah, got it. Ash and Muse, I should go talk to each of them in person. Second period, Tactics Theory. This is called Mobile Defense. You lure the enemy's main force to where you want them with a token defense line, and then counterattack them from a different direction. You'll need to distribute your troops, be flexible and coordinate well, but it's a tactic that can be pulled off even with what you've got here. This is one of the things Uncle taught me. They don't teach you this kind of stuff at Police Academy. I see, so this is both an offensive and defensive maneuver. Someone actually bothered to name such a basic-ass idea. Fourth period, International Politics. Ooh, this is the class I'd want to teach. For all the wrong reasons, sadly. And yes, there'd be an international incident or 24. Half of the agreements reached during the Western Maria Trade Conference have now been nullified, but the other half are still in place, and many hope they'll become a bridge to repair relations between the Empire and the Republic. So notice right there they're capitalizing the R in Republic, even though they didn't do that in the previous chapter. One of these agreements is for a transcontinental railroad, and the other countries of Zemuria. Perhaps I must study them a bit more. I know some of these names, but all these technical terms. A rather unique point of view for a non-governmental organization. This is stupid. Agreements like that are made to be broken. Bleh. Now, no need to get all tense. It's time for our once-a-week class on the arts. No matter if you are a noble or commoner, Erebonian or otherwise, you must nourish your soul with art. I can't say that with a straight face. Last time we covered melody, chords, and rhythm. Orion, sing the first passage on page 17. What? Just like that? Okay.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Oh dear.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Her performance lacks emotion, but
La 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 la.
it's very precise and beautiful in its own way. Don't quit your day job, Altina. Whatever that is. Your emotional expression still needs work, but having such precise melody, chords, and rhythm can still be soothing in its own way. Now, if we were to add a chord here, we should see that. Homeroom. Good job today, everyone. Muse and Ash, now that you're part of Class 7, your lessons won't change much, but let me know if either of you have any concerns. I'm perfectly fine, thank you. Nothing I can't handle, besides our art classes anyway. Yeah, you know, with her being an art teacher, I was thinking, well, hoping more along the lines of, you know, the art of war, but then you got singing. I think it's safe to say everyone in this class is nervous. I didn't expect her to have me sing like that. I didn't expect you to be able to actually do it on demand like that. Also, curtain music I get, but why are you so smart too, Ash? Every single time you were called on in class, you knew the answer, no problem. Who knows, maybe I'm just smarter than you. What'd you say? Hey, you're all in the same class now, so work on getting along. Of course, my door's always open if any of you need to talk, so don't hesitate to ask about anything. Well, if that's the case, perhaps I'll stop by your room tonight for some private lessons. Seriously, enough with that already. Sheesh. Our class has suddenly become far more lively.
Stand. Bow.
It was all pretty out of the blue, you know. Were you two both okay with being moved around like that? I did enjoy my old class and was not particularly keen on leaving, but how could I pass up a chance to be with Instructor Reen? Okay, yeah, that one's on me. I should have known asking you was a waste of my time. I thought you of all people would be staunchly opposed to being in Instructor Reen's class. You were pretty vocal about how much you hate him. I don't hate him, I just don't like him is all. No, he's not a bad guy, he's been through a lot of crap, I'll give him that much. Not to mention those special powers of his. That's... how do you know about that? That's my secret. But man, that guy's a riot. His friends with a talking cat and he flies around in a big toy from the Dark Ages. So let's say that being in his class gives me a front row seat to the gag comic that is his life. Hey, if we're to be classmates, I'd prefer to avoid any trouble you cause. I have no doubt we'll get along just fine. Every one of us here has an interest in Instructor Reen one way or another, including dear Ash, of course, though he'd never admit it himself. Now that you mention it, I suppose Ash would not have taken the actions he has were he truly uninterested. Now I understand. Damn it, you're not just some girl, are you? You're a she-devil in human skin, or should I call you a harpy, Ygritte? Oh, no, no, no. I'd much prefer you call me a pretty white lily. Well, anyway. Muse, Ash, welcome to Class 7 Special Operations. Let's do our best together and show Instructor Reen what we're made of. Though our class has grown, we're still smaller than either of the two other classes. It'd be best if we work together on any tasks we can. Good to have you aboard. First we'll do Panzer Soldat training, or was it the Keep? All in this team spirit's gonna make my lunch come back up. But if we're planning to show Schwarzer up, I'm in. This must be the will of the goddess. I thank you for your warm welcome. As usual, tomorrow's briefing will be held at 3 p.m. in the Tactical Conference Room. I will see you all then. How are your newbies treating you? You've got quite a colorful group going on now. I imagine it's a bit difficult dealing with both Muse and Ash. The way I see it, they were meant to be in Class 7. Besides, I'm looking forward to seeing what they can really do. As their instructor and as a fellow member of Class 7, I'll do everything I can to help hone their best qualities. That's very you, Reen. Well, if you ever need any help training them, just give me a holler. Sure thing, thanks. Reen, I nearly forgot. We got these in earlier. The rain's making it so gloomy out. It's supposed to clear by evening, though. A new pair of Class 7 notebooks. They'll need these for their missions. But wow, we've really come together since the field exercises in Crossbell. We went through a lot, but overall it was a good experience. Yes, I know all this. I was there. Leader of the Gnomes. Who could that man be? There's no way it's possible. Anyway, I guess I should find Ash and give him his notebook. I'd also like to chat with Lindy and Becky while I'm out. Right, and Celine said she was going to the academy even though it was raining. She said there was something she needed to look into. Maybe I'll check up on her. So, Yuna's tennis costume, Altina's swimsuit, nothing for Kurt. Kurt got the shaft. Got a message on the Argus. So, real quick, in case you're wondering, Reen should have not been able to meet the leader of the Gnomes. He should not recognize the voice or anything. But if you notice, there was a different party member who did meet him and did recognize his voice. It's perfect. The wind chime you bought for me is exactly what I need for the upcoming season. Just listening to it, I can imagine the cool breeze blowing through the air to relax me. Been listening to it to relax before my concerts, too. You're so thoughtful, Reen. I hope I can find something just as nice for you. That's so sweet. It's nice to hear it's helping him before his concerts. Quite surprised. Never in my life did I think I'd receive lipstick as a gift. That's not to say it's a bad gift. I like it a lot, actually. I've never worn makeup before, so I'll have to get Monica's advice on how to properly apply it. I'd like to show you how it looks on me one day, so be prepared. What does be prepared mean in this context? I know it's not the most subtle gift, but she likes it, so that's all that matters. Keep telling yourself that. We'll pick him off here. Do you have a problem with me, Instructor Schwarzer? No, that's not it. You don't have to sugarcoat it. If there's something you want to ask me, I'll do my best to answer. You deserve some answers, I suppose. Well, since you brought it up, after the people in prison and the birdcage were released, what happened to them? Seems like they're more mindful of their actions. They've been quiet. With recent events, the government is looking into their treatment of the former Special Support Section. Depending on their future actions, the government might take a harder stance. Sorry, I've said too much. I understand the situation now. Thank you for sharing this information with me. You don't need to thank me. So, where am I in the grand scheme of things? I think that's where I'm at, but I'm not 100% certain. This rain is nice. I know you're familiar with Eastern culture. Do you write haiku? My master did, but I'm completely clueless when it comes to those. On top of all your other artistic pursuits, do you write poetry too? What can I say? Perhaps I take after my predecessor. In any event. I saw the images. He is indeed very similar. Not only that machine of his, but his voice, and even the way he carries himself. Did you know him too? They're not being very subtle about Siegfried's identity, huh? The Azure Chevalier was the young hero of the Noble Alliance. I only spoke with him a handful of times, but I remember thinking how young he looked, especially staying next to Cayenne. After the war, when I heard of his death, I remember thinking what a waste it was losing such a young man with a bright future. But that's the extent of my relationship with him, so let's leave it at that. I'll leave it to you and Herschel how we interpret this masked man, including determining whether he's a friend or foe to us here at the branch campus. Understood, I'll see to it. Alongside Instructor Herschel and all my other friends. I shall look forward to it. I like to begin writing haiku, but I'm no well versed in Eastern poetry. I'll need to study them so I can compose my own someday. She's so driven in everything she does, it's actually kind of scary. Randy, you're still here. Yeah, I thought I'd finish prepping some things for military science. Didn't you want to ask me something, Reen? About the direction Crossbell's heading in, especially after those field exercises. Yes, I did, but I don't want to get you into any trouble or anything. So consider it. But don't worry, I don't have that much info. I hear that Triple S has started operations again at least. Not that it super matters, since they're still under the Governor General's thumb. That much should be more than clear enough considering what happened the other day. Sorry, I don't know what to say. It's not something you need to feel sorry about. Those guys were ready for the long haul from the start. They're going to persevere and push on like they always have. If anything, I think Calvert's the bigger issue here. I heard they've officially equipped Tangram Gate with railway cannons right by the border with Calvert. Seems like they got some large-scale construction underway for that. But yeah, with all that in mind, we gotta brace ourselves for when... Jeez, what am I saying? It's just the two of us here, take it easy. Thanks. Toa, since when do you work in the library? I had a little free time, so I thought I'd stop by and update the library's catalog. But Celestin's pretty much taken care of that already. All hail the mighty Celestin. Nothing gets by him. You know, this academy really has come a long way. Right? Note the small thanks to Becky and Lindy. Once they arrived, this campus's facilities really got going. Any chance that means you can start taking it a little easier? Maybe a little. Or it at least frees my schedules up so I can help out in new different ways. That might be the most Toa thing you've ever said. So there's new stuff here, she said? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Huh, so they talk about Blade a little bit there. Northern War. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So going back, you can see Rena's talked about here. He's making history, folks. Anything over here for us? I think I got those. Up. I think that's everything there. So I need to take a break and we'll talk to Lindy when I get back. Okay, back from the trip, so I need to find my bearings. I didn't think I'd be away this long, but I ended up being that way. Hi Lindy, how's work going? Hello there, Reen. I just finished up the inventory check. Now on top of that, I need to make sure we have extra supplies for our field exercises. It really is a relief to have such a professional like you taking care of us. I really can't thank you enough for coming out here to help us out. No, that really is too much. I'm still just in training. Not to mention I decided to come here for my sake, too. How do you mean? It's not a big deal or anything. It was the Civil War that made me decide to become a doctor. So many people were hurt or in danger and I felt so powerless. I wanted to be strong enough to save someone, anyone. That's when I started to wish. So that's why you suddenly transferred to a medical college. It was so out of the blue I never had a chance to ask you about it. Sorry to worry you, but I really am still just in training at St. Ursula. So I want to get as much experience as I can. I want to be stronger. Alongside everyone else here, if possible. Me too. Please keep on supporting us, Lindy. Of course, thank you. I only just became a medical intern this spring. I'm really new at this, and I've got a lot to learn before I'm a full-fledged doctor, but I'm glad I can give back to Thors in some way. Thank you again, Reen, I mean it.
Looking for medicine?
Not really sold
Come
that
again
her voice
anytime.
is a better fit as that character than the other one, Vivi. I don't know who I've spoken to and not spoken to. I think we got Toa. I'm a little too lazy to look at the video. So I'm assuming with all the marks here, that's it for this floor. Let's go upstairs. Yeah, how many do I have to talk to? Uh-oh. That's... I'm going to miss having you in our class. We have so few people as it is, though I guess Yuna's class is even smaller. Sandy, I'll miss you too, but things won't be so different. We shall still be in the same dorm and we will still be friends. Be sure to take care of Yuna. I think the two of you get along very well. After all, you complement each other so nicely. I agree. You never make mistakes, Muse, but Yuna can be very careless. But I feel like the two of you working together can overcome any obstacle. I see. Now that you mention it, I can see what you mean. I'd already planned to ask Yuna and Altina for help, as I'm not terribly experienced at combat. Though I certainly wouldn't mind some private lessons from Instructor Reen. You really do like Instructor Reen, don't you? Well, I guess he does seem pretty cool. And kind, too. He helped Yuna when she was feeling down. My club is starting soon. I'll see you later. In that case, I'll head to the kitchen. I've got this new recipe I want to try out. Have a wonderful time, you two. Chatting with some of your friends in military finance? Indeed, it makes me sad to think that I'll be saying goodbye to them after only 2 months. There truly are so many kind people here at the branch campus. Yeah, some people just say we're playing second fiddle at the main campus, but when the chips are down, I think we have the potential to be greater than any other military academy out there. Even Thor's main campus. I agree wholeheartedly. That aside, though, was there something I could help you with? A student and her instructor alone in a quiet classroom. Truly an ideal setting. Well, there still are some students on the second floor. But anyway, I just came here to give you this. I see. Hand Muse her notebook. It makes me sad to think I'll have to change from my military finance handbook. But I suppose there's no other choice given the different curriculums. If you want to, you can swap in the pages from your old notebook. If there's anything from your old notebook you'd like to keep, give it a try. I see. This notebook is rather state-of-the-art, isn't it? Thank you very much, Instructor. Well, then I should be off to see to my club activities now. And I eagerly await being in your class. It'll be good to have you. So I'm supposed to give them the notebooks. Now I remember. Okay, so Ash is most likely in the other one. We'll come back for him last. There's still stuff in the hangar and crap, but I want to do that last. Anyone up here? What a beautiful voice. What song is this? Instructor Schwarzer, were you eavesdropping on me just now? Sorry about that, I didn't mean to. But you know, that's a really nice melody you've got going there. Is this the song you're rehearsing for Modern Music Club? Yes, it is. I see, I've never heard it before. What's the name of the song? We don't have a name for it yet. It's our original song, you see. Really now? It's pretty darn catchy, I'll give you that. Who wrote it anyway? I did the outline for the song, but I implemented everyone else's ideas too. Call it a collaboration. As for the lyrics, they're still a work in progress. I see. Pretty surprised you've really got a knack for this. No, this isn't. This is so embarrassing. Could you just drop it, please? Sorry about that. So we have something in the clubhouse. Daily studies, sword training, chess practice. My schedule is filled to the brim to be sure, but in a way it's rather fulfilling. That's a good attitude to have. Have you been able to set up a match with another school yet? Yes, it's a new school, but that's no testament against their strength. We also have another exhibition set up for tomorrow. Really now. I plan to give it my all for both of them alike. I'll do my best to report back with good news on that front. Looking forward to it. Oh god. Be hasty yet delicate with the tea whisk. I've really learned a lot, but I don't feel any closer to being a man. Am I going to be okay like this? No. Hate to break it to you, kid, but that ship has sailed. Kyrie seems to be lost. I understand why, but hopefully our tea ceremonies will help. They're not. And let's bite the bullet. Wow, you changing your kimono already? Yes, I had Maya help me, but since we were in such a hurry, the obi might be a bit too loose. Instructor Ring, could I trouble you to tighten it for me? I'm pretty sure it's tight enough as it is. If you don't know, the obi is the belt on the kimono. Anyway, where else do we need to go? It said there was something down here, but... Oh, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Actually, down here looks like I'm in the wrong building. Well, at least we can get to the cafeteria from here. That transmission that got sent to the Durflinger, I knew it. Stark? Instructor Reen, it's nothing, don't mind me. Anyway, Leonora's is lightning fast as usual. Altina and Wayne are getting better too, slowly but surely. Looks like I gotta keep with pace, can't go falling behind. I see, I see. That transmission, he must be talking about what the masked man we saw. Stark is from Jirai, so he might know something. I shouldn't push my luck. So we have 2 new members in Class 7. On one hand, more personnel will make managing the group more difficult, but on the other hand, I'll be glad for additional manpower. Ash is one thing, but Muse sometimes seems to know more than she lets on. Yeah, Muse can be kind of mysterious at times. Anyway, something has been bothering me since our last field exercises. What's that? Do you remember that floating sphere that appeared atop Stargazer's tower? Wonder what exactly it was. That masked man claimed to be part of the Gnomes. They were the group that created the Divine Knights and the Spirit Shrines alongside the Hexen clan. Could it be? Instructor Ain, is something wrong? No, it's nothing. Anyway, we won't get anywhere thinking about it now. You should use this chance to focus on your club activities, Altina. That's true. Ellie seems a bit off today. It's the perfect time to move your body. I'll just have to make her do some laps later. Okay, we have something here. Sorry, you two, I'm a little late. It's fine, we couldn't do anything in this rain anyway. Should go away soon, so let's drink some tea for now. Recently we've had to cancel tennis practice because of the rain. Everyone's feeling really antsy lately. Can this rain just hurry up and go already? Altina said it's supposed to clear up by 4, but it's not showing any signs of stopping. Is something wrong, Jessica? Now that I'm thinking about it, you haven't said much today. Is that so? Anyway, you're complaining too much, Yuna. All we can do for now is believe the forecast and wait. Fine. A friendly match. I want to do well, but... Hasn't this rain had enough already? I want to get at least a little practice in before our exhibition match. Oh, crud. I just realized I did not cash... I probably didn't have the chance to cash out my Sepith Mass. Oh, well. Becky's such an interesting person. She said she wants an exclusive contract to provide our meal ingredients, and she wants the student store to handle all of their goods. And she'll set the pricing. She really doesn't need to be so aggressive. We all just want to do what's best for the Academy, after all. That's just her merchant mentality. Becky isn't out to rip people off, so please just let her do her thing. If you say so. It's fun because she makes it feel like I'm running my own business. Though I don't know if that's really appropriate. I handle all the paperwork and supply orders for the tavern, but working in the cafeteria makes me feel like I'm running my own store. I'm not abusing my responsibilities, but it's still kind of fun. Jeez. So now we have a new recipe. A new book. I'm a little tempted to buy a couple of these, but I have 3 as it. Wow. Okay, I can trade in a bunch of these to get these, so I'll hold on to what I've got. Otherwise, I'm seeing on potentially 22,000. We need to go through this door to catch her. I planted the seedlings that you gave me during the field exercises. I was able to harvest them, so let me share with you. 30 onions, 10 peaches. These look good. Thank you, this is really helpful. You're welcome. Recently picked up some black vinegar from Nui Neo Suion. Plan using this in my cooking today to make something refreshing so we can get over the humidity. Black vinegar, stir fry in a black vinegar drink. This is gonna be good for the body. Just thinking about it makes my mouth pucker up. So I was kind of hoping I could buy stuff, but I guess not. So let's bite the bullet and see what he is up to. It's rare to see you here, Professor Schmidt. It shouldn't be that surprising. I eat most of my meals here. Canned and instant coffees are fine, but a properly brewed coffee is always a nice change. I hit a good time for a break, so I came here to relax. Were you researching that flying ion, the shadowy blue machine we saw? What else? That flying ion's flight capabilities are inconceivable, and its omnidirectional lasers. With today's technology, none of this seems possible. It must be. Professor? Never mind. That shadowy blue machine, we can't deny its similarities. It might be the same type, but we're simply made to be similar. That's... Don't look so serious. I did use the Azure Knight as reference when making the Panzer Soldat, but that is the extent of my involvement. As long as I have the Ashen Knight near me, I'm not interested. Understood. I knew he was like this. By the way, how was the Panzer Soldat boost carrier RF delivered? I heard it utilizes Liberalian technology from ZCF. The base techniques used to make it were the Russell girl's doing. Wasn't too bad, all things considered. It's rare to hear you compliment someone so easily. I'm merely giving an accurate assessment. Though I will say this, had I made it, it would have better speed, running time, and range. That would be a good task for her, or that Nisa Makarov's. Perhaps I'll have them do just that. I see. Seems like he really is thinking of them deep down. Okay... That's for Ash. We hit up the rooftop, we'll go outside. Not entirely sure where the student store is. Here we have Tatiana. These hydrangeas that Sandy planted are just lovely. Staying tall, gallant, and pure even as the gentle rain drips down on them. They would make for some good material for literature club. To celebrate, why don't you try eating some, Tatiana? I hear they are quite delicious. Okay, we have someone over here by the gate. Probably Celestin. Recording drop there, so you miss a little bit of running. Not sure if anything else. When the rain comes forth, so too do they. That's right, the wondrous snail. Would you like to look for them with me, instructor? If you bring them to me, I'll roast them up good for you. I'll pass for today, actually. Capture card does not like the rain. Celestin, are you organizing the tennis equipment? That is correct. I also intend on checking the condition of the academy ground. Both are integral to the tennis club's practices, after all. I need to make sure they're up to snuff. I was wondering why everything was in such good shape lately. How would this academy survive without you, Celestin? Surely, just. On a related note, I heard that we received new Panzer Soldats the other day, and that one's equipped with a special unit. I should check to make sure we have enough replacement parts in storage. He's a Panzer Soldat expert now, too? What doesn't Celestin know? So first thing I'm doing is warping out of the rain. So I'm just warping to the hangar because this rain is really, really bad. It's messing with the graphics and stuff. Gotta make sure we have sufficient range of motion. Instructor Reen, good evening. Sorry to bother you. Looks like you're focusing really hard on your work. Is that the scene part? Right. I've been experimenting with this since I was at ZCF. I'm still researching it, so I want to keep it secret. I see. In that case, I look forward to it. Thank you. Do they have...
Yes!
Right.
Thanks!
Yes!
Don't... Yeah, there's no new weapons or anything, so...
Thanks!
We can look
I'll
at
help.
orbments, potentially. Although now I have 2 new ones to worry about. What's worse is hers is linear, which means the costs are astronomical. Thing is, she is part of the final party, so I have to kind of bite the bullet, I'm afraid. As for his, they're not too pricey, but they're not that effective. Grudgingly, I'll do that one. But that's where I'm drawing the line for now. There will be some stuff... Actually, Break 3 is already up for grabs. Yes. Diamond Nova. Actually, Tyrall's up for grabs. Like, I've been getting by with Tira. I have an Athelas already. Well, I have one of these in my pocket, so I'm gonna grab a Diamond Nova. HP 3 is garbage. This isn't really that great. Zerul Cannon. That's a maybe. For the time being, I need attack 3. Still could afford it. Ixion Volt. Evade 3 for Kurt. So close. Yeah, that's a really big speed boost. Here, EP Cut 3 isn't really that valuable. Like, if anything, I'd probably want a better feint. Is there a better spell here? No, of course not. Because that would make sense. So this is a must from Yuze. I probably should actually look into her orbit and crap. What do you come with? Virgo? Yeah, we're not getting rid of that one. Arts deal critical damage, so you want something that plays around arts. Like Titania. So she has Crystal Edge from there, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop in Diamond Nova. Although there is a case for Blue Ascension R. Golden Sphere, don't really care. Impede. Oh man, she is so adorable. I may give her luck. Oh no, we're going that way instead. Here this is gonna be an action quartz. Don't have one, so crap. What does Revolution do? I don't remember offhand. So helpful for optional enemies, I guess, but yeah. We're giving her Freeze 3. She gets Tira from that. Like, I'm very tempted to try to play around her as... no, that's not what I thought it was. We'll give her this for the time being. We might be able to make something that can throw spells out of her, but I'm not holding my breath. Attack 3 because we're stuck with him as MC. Break 3 on her. Did I just make this? I don't remember. Yeah, I'm always gonna be pressed for time, I think. We'll give her that one. I went through the trouble of making it after all. Kurt. I wonder if there's an Evade 4. Yeah, I'm cool with that. We'll worry about equipment later. The thing that I really need to worry about is, if you notice how choppy this has been, things are not cool with trying to walk around in the rain, and I imagine it's going to be just as bad in town. Not looking forward to that one. No, that's what I call a paint job. Okay, with that out of the way, I've got a few adjustments to make those orbital systems. Hey there, Mint. Looks like you're having a good time. Perfect timing, Reen. What do you think? Isn't it cute? Spiegel's a real can of worms compared to the Drakons. They make cool features to master. The only thing I don't like about it is they haven't come up with a good nickname. We got Val and Draki and Heck, so maybe Speepers? Pretty sure the professor's gonna shoot that one down. Still, we're expected to put this guy to work in our Panzer Soldat train in just 2 days. Good luck fixing him up, Mint. Won't let you down. So if you want to see the Spiegel, we'll talk to her in a moment. Aight, almost there. Wow, Pablo, I'm impressed. Didn't do much. Thanks for the help, Gustav. You two making something? Instructor Reen, Pablo's making speakers for our club. Is it really that easy to just make speakers? No bother for me. The base on the one we were using before was pretty pish. I had some good ones at the store, but they were pretty expensive, so Pablo just decided to make some for us. You'd be surprised how simple they are. Pretty sure you'd be able to make one with the right parts. Yeah, I think you're right. I wouldn't be able to make one as nice as yours, though. Either way, I'm impressed. Keep at it, you two. Pablo's like taking things apart and modifying them for a long time now. It's really amazing. Taking this out in the rain isn't a good idea. Wish I'd made it waterproof. It's getting a little cramped in here, so I put a couple bigger machines under the underground hangar. Makes sense if there's a ton of room down there. Space for a whole lot more. I've actually gotten lost down there a couple times. I don't think it's that big.
Alrighty, let's begin!
So, here we go. That'll double it. I have to give up one of my attack 2s. That sucks. Yeah, I can't afford this one. But I can afford this one.
Huh? Tunnel ready?
So I'm gonna hold off on speaking to Valimar, I think, just because I can talk to Ash then. And it looked like there was someone else here. Crap. Oh, it's Celine. That's... I see. Not even you understand what's going on in Northumbria. We Divine Knights are merely vessels for our Awakeners. The moment Reen's unlimited power was unleashed, I lost all control. I have no memory during that time. I see. I thought we might get some valuable information, but... There you are, Celine. It's you. Are your classes over? Homeroom was over, so now I'm just patrolling the school. Speaking of that incident during the Northern War... Yeah, I already heard about it, but I thought Valimar might have some more insight. I've been here for half a month now. I'd like to finish up here. I see. You've done a lot for us. Thank you too, Valimar, for all the support. Well, that is my job. Were you able to control your power? It would assist you in piloting me as well. Good luck controlling it, for your own sake as well. Yeah, thanks. Well, your relationship has just gotten really strong in just a year. Kinda reminds me of Emma and me. Now that you mention it, it's kind of like a witch and her familiar. If that's the case, can you try to retrieve your memory? You only remember small things about King Drykles too, right? Unfortunately, yes. I should have memories dating back to when I was created. Not being able to remember may be an issue. Or maybe that was simply the way I was made. If you remember anything, let me know. Now that I asked what I needed to, I'm going outside to nap. Wait, it's raining. Looks like it'll stop this afternoon. There's a rest area ahead. Why don't you rest there? Yeah, I think I'll do just that. See you. She can be dry at times, but she really cares for others. I agree. This train that Celine is helping with, I need to get results soon. Okay, where haven't we been yet? She made a reference to Becky, but where is Becky? really wanting to go outside. Yeah, I don't know where she is. Wait a second, I can't warp to it, but there is a school store mark. Okay, here's hoping the card doesn't give out. Green, you came. The Becky shop is now open to the branch campus. Not bad, right? I never thought you'd take over the student store. Are you sure this is okay? I was certain you would open a shop in a bigger city. Well, I'd be lying if I said that I planned this from the start. But in Crossbell, I saw that I cannot compete with those huge merchant conglomerates. Are you talking about Clyston Co. in the capital? I managed to keep the smaller stores from getting bought up, but Clyston Co. just keeps getting bigger. They're busy competing with their rivals now, but they're eventually going to target the smaller stores eventually. Independents like me will not be able to compete once that happens. So I decided to do something. I'm going to create a network of all the small shops in the Empire. I see you're going to team up with other small shops to compete against the big shops. That is totally a plan you would come up with, Becky. I was inspired by the network Hugo created during the Civil War, but he dissolved it after the war because he said it was inefficient. I helped him make it, so I was raging. Looks like he's going to be your rival after all. The battle's just kicking off. This shop is the first step towards war. Watch your back, Hugo. Becky and Hugo went at it as students, but I never thought it'd escalate like this. Guess I'll just see what happens. You can buy normal items, limited supply of items from other regions. They're going to cost more than their respective regions because, yeah. So let's go ahead and bite the bullet and talk. I've been keeping an eye on the situation in Heimdall while expanding my network. Honestly, it's almost unreal just how convenient Leaves is. Close to Heimdall, the Academy's a nice cover for me, plus I can keep in touch with you a lot easy. Hoping to stick around for the long term.
Alright there.
Mini wrench. I didn't see this anywhere. Heavy helmet, we bought one of those, got the watch. So this lets you get the Mishies. Okay, it's Altina who has that equipped because I gotta get that back. You can get the various Peckies here. Yeah, I don't know where this one was.
Catch you later. Give us a shout and I'll get you what you need.
Merchant Mishi? Gives you evasion. I don't know what ADV is, though. From the look of it, it's supposed to be ADF, and it's a typo. Yet one more for the pile, right? Can be given to Fee as a gift. Sure, why not? Blue pendulum, red pendulum. I'm gonna hold off on that one.
Catch you later.
Okay. So with that, I think we spoke to everyone on the campus other than Ash. And now the student store is something we can visit. Oh, right. Well, we're here. Emma's pendant. Oh, right. Picture of Wendy. There you go. For all you Zero and Azure enthusiasts out there. Should send Fee a gift. Hope she'll like it. So, getting her a strength boost is actually pretty big. So let's walk in and see what happens. I suppose you'll be moving over to Special Operations soon. Do not try to instigate any conflicts while you're there. I don't plan on starting anything, but if anyone wants a piece of me, I'll kick their ass. Didn't that attitude get you in trouble in Heimdall? I mean, I heard you beat those guys up pretty bad, but still, you gotta be careful. I just need to make sure those assholes learn their lesson. I knew they'd try some low-life crap to get back at us, like attacking the girls. I suppose that's one way to think of it. You gotta tell us these things, man, otherwise people are gonna misunderstand you. Kuro was the only guy in Special Operations till now, so maybe this is a good thing. Kinda pissed me off seeing two good-looking guys in the same class, though. On top of that, Instructor Rean is there, so I can understand your frustration. You guys don't look that bad. It's just your other qualities that are the problem. You. Like a knife to my heart, dude. Instructor Ash, please teach us how to be popular with the girls. Saying goodbye to your friends from Combat Tactics? Nothing like that. What, are you patrolling the campus? Must be hard being a teacher. Just part of the job, and it's actually pretty enjoyable. So you talk with your friends, I think you actually be pretty good at it. So what are you really here for? You come to bring me something? You're pretty sharp. A notebook? Handed the new student handbook. New curriculum pages, different activity guidelines, additions to the emergency manual. Guess you really put your time into making this. You scanned through that so quickly. Yeah, you can still hang on to your old one if you want. Just remember that everyone in Special Operations uses this emergency manual. Fine, got it. Can I get going now? Also, I've got my eyes on you. Before long, I'll find out if you're the real deal or just some phony. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so I don't know where Wayne and Sydney went. The thing is, we can establish they're not here. That's Lindy. Toa's behind us. That's Aurelia. Oh, that's Aurelia. Who's in here then? Oh, Randy. We will jump over to the cafeteria and see if they're in here. I'll make a small effort to try to find them, but off to a rough start. Okay, clubhouse. So here's Sydney. Seems like I make her wait. Never thought our club would have an exhibition match. Here's hoping to meet some new girls. Yeah, don't hold your breath in chess club, buddy. That's them. Oh, right, it's this room. You need something again? No, I'm just here to check up on you. Tatiana isn't with you tonight? She's supposed to be. Don't know where she went off to, though. You saying I can't use this room if my club's not with me? Of course not. Sorry to bother you. Rean, trust me, just backhand him. And then when he's confused asking you what the hell I was for, you backhand him again before he's got his senses back. Back here. So there's a new dot in the pool area. I'm a little late, but Stark and Leonore are already swimming. Need to finish my warm-ups and join them right away. And with that, we're out. Don't crash, car, don't crash. And it'd be awesome if the rain stopped right here. Sun's going down, maybe I should head out soon. Thank you. Just like the forecast said. What a beautiful sunset. It's quite the view. Brilliant, the rain cleared right up. Let's carry the equipment out while we still can. Let's get some practice in before the sun goes down. You sure are motivated, Yuna. Bye, Instructor Rean. Excuse us. Good work today, you two. I'm slightly less disappointed than normal. Are you planning to go home after stopping by Reset? Yeah, the rain cleared up and I'm just too excited about tomorrow. From the sound of it, they won't be back at the dorm for a while. Guess it's fine if I head out now, but maybe I'll have a look around town. Receive new messages. May explore the town. Okay, stepped away, but there's some things that have appeared here, so before we head back into town and terrorize that place, let's actually go around and do another round. Here they come, there's so many of them. There's no better time to hunt than right after the rain lets up. This is it, the prime time snail grail. He's been doing this even before the rain stopped. I don't really know a lot about snails, so I'll take his word for it. Otherwise, we have two over here. I don't remember if there's like a mission with the mechs that we have to do again. We did the one already, but I don't know if it refreshes or not. Wonder if something happened to Jessica. She said she wanted to go to the train hall by herself before practice today. Yeah, and she wouldn't even say why. Suppose all we can do is wait until she wants to talk about it. Just like when you two stood by for me during our field exercises. You're right. We can give her an ear to listen once she's ready to talk. Anyway, let's get started on practice. Are you okay just doing matches today? I sure am. Let's go. And they just repeat. Okay. Something in the clubhouse, something outside the cafeteria. Anyone in the school? That's a resounding no from the look of it. Actually, there are. I'm really glad that you're here now, Lindy. Even with Instructor Toa's help, there's only so much I can do by myself. I'm happy I could help, but just looking at the room, I can tell you were doing a wonderful job without me, Kairi. Isn't that right, Instructor Rean? Yeah, his knowledge and skills have been a big help at our field exercise camps. Really? Making split-second medical decisions can be pretty nerve-wracking, so I can understand why you'd be so anxious. I'll try to help you out as much as I can. If there's anything you don't understand, don't hesitate to ask me. Understood, thank you. Glad to have you with us, Lindy. It's a huge relief to have someone who specializes in medicine with us. I need to learn as much as I can before our next field exercises. I know just what Kairi's going through, but that's why we're here, isn't it? To guide the students on their path to adulthood. I'm going to work as hard as I can to keep them all safe and happy in the meantime. Anyone up here? So we'll go to the one first. Tita, you searching for someone? I'm about to send the boost carrier's usage data to the RF company. Oh, so it's going to Elisa's 4th Development Division. Yeah, that's right. I could have done this in the research hall, but this computer works better for external communication. I see. The boost carrier seems like a pretty amazing piece of tech. But we can't use it on the Hector or Kestrel yet, right? Right, the boost output needs to be adjusted meticulously to accommodate each machine. With what a heavyweight the Hector is, we don't even have a clue where to start. I'll be checking in with Elisa a lot to get it right. I see. Good luck. Thank you. Don't worry, we can just send Ash in. Who cares if it crashes? Well, the guys who have to glue the thing back together probably would, so I guess there's that. So you guys made these speakers all by yourselves, huh? That's pretty amazing, you two. This is a pretty spectacular sight. My back's killing me. Fear it'd be heavy considering we wanted the best audio and sound quality, but oof. Glad you were here to help, Gustav. Need to work on my Scrooge McDuck impersonation for that kid. There's someone out here. Look at this. The town is beautiful after a rain. Without rain, we can't appreciate the joy of a sunny sky. And with the skies clear once more, it's all the easier to see hope on the horizon. When you put it that way, it makes a lot of sense. I suppose it makes sense for her to be in charge of art classes. She has a real poetic side to her. We'll go this way first. Okay, you'll hear some clicking in the background every 10 minutes or so. I'll explain a little bit later. I'll probably make it its own video, but yeah. Damn it, one more time. Sure thing, I don't plan on losing though. Looks like they're playing billiards again. Reminds me of when Claire gave me some pointers when we played at the Phoenix Wings. Instructor Rean, you want to play too? Not right now, anyway. You seem like you're pretty good, Stark. Guess so. I used to play a lot back home. This one guy I knew was a master at billiards. He really taught me a lot. Is that so? If I remember correctly, Stark is from Jirai. Seems like Ash and Kurt are pretty good too. For some reason I get the feeling you are as well, instructor. Ideas. Why do all the good-looking ones have all the talent? I think you might be jumping to a few conclusions here. I think Ash said this earlier too, but Wayne said he might be more popular with the girls if they dial it back a bit. Kurt, Ash, Stark. Ideas. Why do all the good-looking ones have all the talent? So just a repeat. And then this one actually does dead end. So we're... or wait, we can go this way. Yes, I'm starting to remember the pool is behind the stairs. So we have something here. Listen, Kurt, you might beat me in chess, but when it comes to sharpshooting, that's my turf. Yes, I'm well aware, especially considering you just beat me. No, that's not what I'm getting at. I mean, sure, I did better than you, but only barely. You beat me in so many other things. It's not fair, let me have something. I'm not sure how to respond to that. You'd think he'd be happy that he won. Good grief, what does he want me to say? The good grief being yare yare, if you don't remember me explaining that in Zero. He says that, but it's clear he really cares for his friends. Isn't there just one thing I can beat Kurt in? Maybe my encyclopedic knowledge of swimsuit babes. Damn it, I can't brag about that. What do we have here? Another fight, huh? I must be quicker. Strike truer. Jessica? Wow, she's really concentrating. Instructor Reen. Sorry to break your focus. Did something about you, but something about you seems kind of impatient. You see right through me, Instructor. Instructor Randy has been telling me the same thing. However, this is a problem I must deal with on my own. Oh. Should I just leave her to her training then? Might be a good opportunity to test her mettle. Is there anything else? Well, maybe later. It's nothing. Sorry to interrupt. Not a problem. Okay, had to step away for a second and kill more of my faith in humanity. Something you need from me? Let's spar. Jessica, would you like to spar with me? Our styles are obviously different, but I think it might be a good learning experience nonetheless. Of course. I've always been curious about the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School. Great, then it's settled. Tip of the spear started. Impressive, your stance doesn't leave any openings. Likewise, Jessica, you're not wasting any movement. Now come on, there's no need to hold back. Give me everything you've got. Understood.
Now, bring it on!
We're playing as her. Okay, we do have Tural, so we can try to stretch this out somewhat. Craft-wise... Delay. Wow, cheap delay. Okay. Gears turning. That'll go off immediately, but it's really steep.
Yeah!
So it has a better power rating. Oh.
Crimson Slash!
That jerk set me on fire!
Gotcha!
Can you indefinitely delay him with this? It's like, no.
Gotcha! Gotcha! Gotcha!
Yeah, that's a really, really broken move. Delay with his strength down. Even if he does hit me, it doesn't do anything, and we just froze him.
Good job.
Gotcha!
That was good.
Thanks, instructor.
That is messed up. And that is the extent of my skill. Thought I had a good sense of how strong you were, but you just keep improving. And now that I've had the chance to see your techniques again, I'm impressed by how refined each individual form of Schleiden School spearmanship is. Sorry to hear you say that, but frankly, it's a compliment I don't feel I deserve. Despite all my training, I'm still unable to progress beyond a beginner level. As I am now, my flailing does nothing but sully the Schleiden name. I remember saying the same thing about never progressing past beginner level, call myself a dropout. Laura wouldn't have any of that. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. Still remember those words vividly. Maybe this sparring session was meant to be. Jessica, I get how you feel. This school has no shortage of capable fighters, like Kurt and Leonora, just to name two. Heck, Kurt's already intermediate level. Honestly, I'm not surprised to hear that you're worried about falling behind. It's almost refreshing how blunt you are, instructor. But I'm afraid you don't quite understand how I feel. I'm not sure about that. When I first enrolled at Thor's, I was only at beginner level, just like you. Back then, Laura, the successor to the Arseid school, was intermediate level, and I felt exactly the way you feel now. Really? But even if I were to compare myself to you as a first year, I'd come up lacking. You don't have to compare yourself to me or anyone else. Just let me say this. To sell yourself short just because you're a beginner is disrespectful to your martial art and to the people around you. And above all else, it's disrespectful to yourself. Instructor Reen, I say those words like they're my own, but I'm telling you what Laura told me. The point is, when I was a student, I found myself constantly questioning my skills, wondering if I was on the right path. As the instructor in charge of martial arts training, I can promise you that you are more than capable enough. There will be times when you hit a wall in your training, but you're always going to find a way to break through it. Thank you for your kind words. I'm starting to feel a little better. Glad to hear it. I didn't perform as well as I would have liked, but my mind feels
For
clear
the
now.
honor of Schleiden.
I will continue to train, bearing my family's name as a badge of pride. That's the spirit. So, real quick, open the book, Reen. Was I supposed to scan him here? Thor's branch. So yeah, he's just filled in automatically, it looks like. No items to be gained because you're not going to break him, your moves suck. And right there you can see the stat difference between the two. She actually does give EXP, interestingly enough. Cafeteria. Who here worked up an appetite? Apparently they did. You were pretty close today, Allie. Keep at it and you'll be able to do it next time for sure. I hope so. How much was the drink? Valerie asked me the same question, and I'll tell you what I told her. It's on me. You worked really hard today. I'd say that earns you a drink. Oh, thank you very much. No prob. Allie has really grown up. She's gotten better at swimming. It's really nice seeing someone grow right before your eyes. I feel like I owe a lot to Leonora. Guess I'll have a chance to return the favor eventually. Having a sports drink after club is especially refreshing. Looks like the swimming club kids are done for the day. Things were awkward back in April, but they seem to be getting along nicely now. Seeing them like this makes me smile. First things first, I got a wee proposition to make to the stores here, see if they're willing to cooperate with me. Today's targets are Neo Suion and Carnegie Books and Games. They join my company network, they get goods for super cheap, win-win. Seems like your business talks are going well. Of course, you expect any less? There's one thing bothering me though. You know that 9 Valley store in the back streets? How come a black market broker in Crossbell has a branch here of all places? I don't know the details either. They have some rare goods, so some students go there too. Now that's cheeky. Don't think they're competing with me directly, though, so I'll just keep an eye on them for now. Just kind of bothers me that they beat me to the punch. And there you have it, folks.
He's a shout, and I'll get you what you need.
Heavy shin guards. Hold on, I'm supposed to get this. Was that there before and I just overlooked it, maybe?
Catch you later. Alright there. Hope to see you again.
I spent a freaking fortune there. I don't think there was anyone in the garden, was there? The chickens don't count. Okay, there's something on the roof. Let's jump over to the hangar. Tita had some business to take care of, so I'm here covering for her. By the way, have you seen Celine anywhere? Tried getting her some milk earlier, but she ran away. I warmed it up in a beaker for her and everything. I wouldn't want to drink that. Do you think she might still hold a grudge from when I tripped and almost fell on her? I'm not sure that's grudge-worthy, but I don't think she's going to want to be underfoot for a while. Apparently the rain has ceased. Not that it affects me at all in the hangar. It wouldn't affect you regardless, right? If anything, it'll clean you off. As long as mana flows through my body, I will not tarnish. Which means I don't need to bathe like the rest of you. I don't know if I should be jealous or not. And up here we have him. Shouldn't be long now. I'll be expecting a souvenir or two at the very least. What are you talking about, Professor? None of your business. You'll see soon enough, I don't need to tell you. I see. What is he talking about? I don't know, but it sounds like something that a person who's about to get a random drug test would say. Food for thought. Hey, there's Celine. It's so strange, a kitty who can talk. But more importantly, she's beautiful. Wow, really deep there, Muse. Her coat is so soft and shiny. Hey, I never said you could pet me. Your eyes are glazing over in contentment. So lovely. Celine, looks like you're caught in Muse's claws now. But man, you sure have softened up. Muse's soft yet deliberate strokes, Celine's sweet, delicate meows. I don't know why, but I can't take my eyes off them. I want to talk to the cat. Hey, don't just watch, help! I knew you'd give in eventually. Nothing heals the weary heart quite like petting a warm, fluffy cat. Perhaps I can convince Emma to let me keep her. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say probably not. Okay, I think that's everyone. I don't know why that one dot is floating. Oh, that's the one on the roof. Yeah. So I think that's everyone here. Hold on, 2 fishing spots. Instructor Reen, are you on your way home? Yeah, are you cleaned up, Mr. Mayor? That's pretty diligent of you. Many leaves fall off the branches when it rains. Seeing puddles everywhere bothers me too. Suppose that's just the way I am. Now see, if he were in Chicago, he'd be trying to tax those leaves and the puddles. Frankie told me he's going to the Capitol today. Said he was going to a friend's house, but I know, he's probably going to an interview. I want him to do his best. No one else here. We'll go this way. Cerberus! The puppy is rubbing a rag against the case. Are you cleaning? Wow, he's learning so many tricks. Here's the orbital energy unit for your halberd. But hey, Red, didn't you have to use some big-ass rifle? Where'd that go? What was it called again? The Beer Soaker or something? Where the hell did you get that name from? It's the Berserker. Yeah, that's it. They told me I couldn't bring it here with me, so I had a friend of mine hold on to it for now. And as for you, Reen, what are you doing skulking around back there? If you want to buy something, then grow some balls and speak up. Sorry, I didn't know when would be a good time to jump in. But from the sound of it, you really had an amazing weapon, Randy. Yeah, I got it back when I was a Jaeger. But maintaining something that huge was a real pain in the ass, so I only used it when I was in a pinch. I can imagine. Wonder if Randy's gun was anything like... Hey, if you're just here to chit-chat, then clear the hell out. But if you're buying, then let's do some damn business already. Come on, buy something. Got it. Skrill's really got the soul of a merchant. It's all business this, business that. Never gets boring with her around, eh? Hey, that plush you got there. Ain't that from the Mishy at Work series? I do have this Mishy plush with me, but what's this Mishy at Work business? You don't know? Sheesh. Mishy at Work. After a series of unfortunate circumstances, Mishy finds himself penniless and lost in the Empire. And so to build himself back up, he tries his hand in a slew of different jobs. A real tear-jerking entry to the Mishy series. I'm not really into this sort of thing. Didn't realize these Mishy stories got so in-depth. There's a total of 7 of these Mishy at Work plushies out there. Looks like you don't get their true worth, so I can take them off your hands. If you find all 7 of them and bring it to me, I'll give you something nice in exchange. But only if you find them all. The whole set, not one less. You got that? Sounds like you really want these plushies. Give them to Jingo. But it cannot be equipped. Me and Red here have done some business before. You're a dropout from the Red Constellation, yeah? Mama told me to take good care of you. Who are you calling a dropout? I'm the one who ditched them. So she knows about his circumstances. And about the Red Constellation as well. Guess that's not surprising for the daughter of a black market broker, though.
Wanna buy something?
Nothing.
I got some good stuff.
Yeah, I don't really need that. I don't have that much HP yet. E-materials, I'm sitting on 79. Right, this is one of those things that I wanted to look at real quick. Orange Corsage. Prevents feint, but it also gives you evade. Compared to this... That's 5, that's 15. We need green emblem for that. The U materials cap at 99, so I do want to burn like half my stash here. One thing I did do while I was away is I looked more into the game, and supposedly magic gets better later, but it is much, much later. There are certain master courts that make it tolerable. When we finally reach that point, then maybe the Still Blue will be worth the investment. Actually, you know, I'm gonna get one right now, just because I'll have one spellcaster with me regardless. I'm not entirely sure if the healing spells scale off of arts or not, but we'll see. One in the inventory. Like 100 strength isn't too bad, but I can also go for the... Yeah, I'm gonna get one of these. So the thing that I'm torn about is whether or not I should get this. That'll knock me down to 24, or this. Because 100 strength can be pretty significant. Over here, Dragon Vision. Alright, I need that one. That's not happening. Mercuria R. Not happening. Not happening. I really like heal, it's just I'm a little concerned Tira may fall off like a brick later. And here we go. Steel Bell, we need Megalith Fall, super rare for it. Thing that sucks though is you don't actually get to keep Megalith Fall. If you did, this would be extremely worth it. Penetrable Shield gives you all 3 of those in one package, as well as their assorted boosts. You have Genbu. Damn. This one's really cool. Chance to poison and petrify enemies. I don't know if it's like 15 and 15 to get you your 30 or 30% of each. Like, that doesn't make sense. So right here it just says super rare special. I assume you probably do get to keep Megalith Fall because you get Blue Ascension here. That's just a typo. One of many, many, many. Waterfall sucks. This is one that can be somewhat handy. I just need the Freeze 3. Pyre Bell gets you Flare Butterfly. Laforte, wow. Yeah, this is what I have on Kurt. This one's a mixed bag. The burn's usually fun, but the seal is mixed. Once you keep Aerial Dust. I'm gonna say one of those will be helpful on whoever you're gonna have as your caster. Muse is a water user, so I'd want Ocean Bell, I believe. Nice if we get this for Kurt. Cavalry Edge, I don't really know what that spell does offhand. Hades Gem. Yeah, I had heard about this. It's more lackluster than I thought. Okay, so this gives you a notice it says Earth Arts and not Mirage. Or wait, Space. This is Space Element. But still, that's a really bad mistranslation. This one I may want anyway, just because Cross Crusade's pretty handy. Those are a nice mix of stats. Like, I wonder if the damage plus 30 is only for space in this case, or if it's for all spells or something. Domination. It's not really all that impressive. And then the big ones. So that gives you perfect accuracy. Like, it's a little bit of everything. But the important thing is it gives you Seraphic Ring and enough EP to cast it once. Yeah, so they have a period here instead of a slash. You have a lot of typos on the screen. Astral Bell. Okay, that was... yeah. For a second there I thought the time was Mirage, but yeah. Gives you Galleon Fort. Can be handy under certain circumstances. Tamomo Gem? Or is that supposed to be Tamamo? I'm not sure. Can charm enemies, but this is pretty tame. I'll pass on that. Lunar Gyre. Bleh. So yeah, a couple of these are good. I'd want the Genbu, Seiryu, and Byakko. And then probably Ocean Bell for Muse.
Done already?
Wait a second.
Wanna
Bargain
buy
bin?
something?
Blonde hair for Laura. So I must have missed this somewhere.
Done already?
Will they even let me see Laura? Just want to make sure that there aren't, like, duplicates. No, I didn't have it. was Cerberus right there. This way. Le Pan Boutique. Granted, this girl was a little older than me the other day. She's really mean and kind of scary, but she was really cool. I think her name was Jingo. Wonder if she'll be my friend. Kids are fearless. They're starting to sell their summer lineup now. This is so cute. Doing some shopping, Toa? Hello, Reen. I managed to finish my work a lot faster than usual today. And whenever I have free time, I tend to stock up on whatever I need. I know how that feels. When you're busy, that's the only way to do things. Getting yourself some new outfits? I only meant to buy some innerwear, but some of these clothes really caught my eye. Still, I don't really get to wear casual clothes very often, so maybe I should hold off. Guess I could dress a little more casually on our free days, though. I can get why you wouldn't. Gotta look teacherly in front of the kids, right? Welcome. Want to take a look too, instructor? Now let's gain how we have some new products. She's got some clothes that have super drawing functionality. What does that mean? So I'm kind of tempted to get that. Blonde Altina, I'll pass. Why do they all turn blonde? Brown hair for her. We'll get one of these and slap it on someone, now know who though. Like, it's decent, I guess, for Reen, but the other ones tend to lose out on something. Oh, I should also mention, if you're wondering about the accessories, I'm not going to equip those until we finally do our mission stuff. It's going to be the keep first, I think. I love Miss Rosine. Shouldn't it be Sister Rosine? Miss Rosine read a picture book to me. Can you read to me again, Miss Rosine? I was going to leave after the little rainstorm subsided, but the children insisted that I stay. Kids love you no matter the town, huh, Rosine? I wouldn't say that. Besides, it wouldn't hurt to have someone else read to them for a change. Oh, come to think of it. What? No, it's nothing. But do come by again when you have the time. That definitely wasn't nothing. It's not like I can get to the bottom of it now, so I'll leave it be. By the way, Reen, I finished deciphering the data you gave me. Received 3. Thank you, that's a big help. Okay, is that not what she... When she said, come back later, I thought that was like, talk to her again, and then... yeah. I don't know. I've watched Sister Rosine closely over the last 3 months, and she's really something amazing. I'm sure she would learn much more if she trained at the main church. I'd miss her, but I'm willing to write her a letter of recommendation. Okay, what's next? Major Irving, I didn't expect to see you here. I had some free time on my hands. Let's see, what kind of books are you looking for? Mainly poetry and literary works. I usually spend my time with immense amounts of work-related documents and I teach mathematics, so this is something of a break for me. I see. That caught me by surprise, but it kind of suits him. If that's the case, why don't you stop by the literature club? Stop by the literature club? If I did that regularly, they'd just get annoyed. But maybe once or twice isn't a bad idea. I insist, it'll be a great experience. And he's just repeating stuff. Jerk. Tom, you got in a fight with your mom again, didn't you? Yeah, 'cause she told me to take care of Teddy. She won't listen to me. Know what you mean. How about this? If I beat you, you need to make up with her, okay? Fine, but I'm not gonna go easy on you. Zach is pretty nosy sometimes, telling me to make up with my mom. Ever since I got these new cards, me and Zach have had some good matches. I'm gonna completely destroy him today. That's the spirit, kid. Now go humiliate yourself. Hey, Reen. Hey, you're talking about how important your friends are to you. Gramps told me to take care of my friends. I know Tom really likes his mom, so I wanted to help them make up. They're always together, so they must really get along. It's already been 2 months since the branch campus was established. I had my reservations at first, but we have a good selection of books now. Aren't midterms coming up? Gotta make sure I'm prepared. For Kurt, you say? Hey, Kurt. Take this and shut up. A blue leather book cover, and a fine one at that. I like it. Right? Just thought a gift like this might suit you. You're always thinking of others, instructor. At any rate, thank you very much for the present. 10 arts? Give me that damn thing back, freaking kid. It just rained, right? I'm kind of worried about the drainage around here. If there are too many puddles, you might get splashed. He went out of his way just to clean up some puddles. He can be surprisingly diligent. Actually, I don't really have time to be doing this. But it's nothing important. I just need to go to the capital, is all. Where'd that black cat go? Got some good dried anchovies today, so I thought I'd lure her in. I mean, pet. I thought I could pet her. Oh, great. She's gonna eat Celine. So we'll go this one. That's pretty much people outside. The rainy season is upon us. This sound reminds me of the good old days. Back when I used to walk all around the continent. In those days, many cities still weren't safe. One time some bandits captured me and held me in a stone prison. I survived by drinking the tiny bit of rain that would wash in. And then eventually some nice people came and rescued me. Life finds a way. It's quite a story. I went through a lot during my training with Master. Orchid hairpin for Muse. Yeah, do I even need any of these? For the love of God, Muse, you better get arts here and not freaking strength or something. Calling it now. Is this a hairpin? What an elegant butterfly, I love it. When I saw it, it really reminded me of you. Maybe you could use it during tea ceremony club. Then I will do just that. Instructor, may I thank you with a kiss? No, that won't be necessary. That one I'll take. Well, to be fair, for Muse, I'd probably take anything since she's technically just around to heal. Okay. Say, Instructor, I heard you put on quite a show in Crossbell. You escorted some important people. How very impressive. Did your students do well? How wonderful. Excuse me, madam, I haven't said anything yet. I heard there was quite the feast at the party there. No need to be shy, you need to eat as much as you can. It's one of the perks of your job, after all. She isn't listening to a word I say, like always. About that grilling technique you taught me, I can't quite control the burn. The issue may be the amount of water. Try adding a bit more and weakening the flame a little. I'll give that a try next time. Hope I'll be able to grill as perfectly as you someday, Mr. Celestin. Celestin sure is popular around town. I was on my way to do some shopping, but I got caught up in conversation. As a butler, it's my duty to be the intermediary between the town and the branch campus. That, and I simply adore gossip. Celestin, you really are one of a kind. And we do not mean that in a good way. About Armin. According to Lindy, he's gotten a bit stronger. There's nothing to worry about as long as he keeps his asthma under control. That's wonderful news. Yes, I'm so happy to hear it. Lindy is just amazing. She's so talented for her age. No one in here. And the door is unlocked. Just saying. Okay, we spoke to them. We'll hit the one place, the cafe, on the way out. What have we here? Tomorrow's a free day. We'll finally be free from our classes. Do you have any plans, Maya? We had tea ceremony club today, so we won't be meeting tomorrow. I was thinking about going shopping. How about you? My club's not meeting either, but I want to tend to the field a little. Maybe try out some new dishes I've been thinking about. I've been learning some things from Celestin recently. You're pretty diligent, Sandy. Just when it comes to food, I want to learn as much as I can about cooking. It's a little frustrating, but Liza really does a good job. Right, I should be able to work hard tomorrow, too. Instructor Reen, I hear you play Vantage Masters. I do. Do you play too, Maya? I only recently started playing. Would you like to play against me? Sure. Now we can. Game on. Oh. A mirror match, eh?
Let's begin.
You first. This hand sucks. Actually, I can put one of these to use. Interesting. No. Okay, move. And I'll hold off on the blaze. They got a Blix, of course. So I'll play my Blix, and we will set our Blix ablaze. Gonna hold off on that. And now if I hit her, I get counterattacked. So I just want to have him out there as a meat shield of sorts. So she used her skill. I don't know what that does offhand. I actually should have just used this one, but I kind of want to keep the skill alive. Anyway, if they don't kill the Blix... Actually, I don't know if there's a way to save her.
That's unfortunate.
The pancakes at Rosetta are really good. Can't eat these forever. Maya, you're really good at cleaning up your plate. In all my 24 years, I've never seen anything like this. A talking cat, a real-life talking cat, just like in the fairy tales. Hope she comes back. Selene is really popular with women. Nothing new. Let's check in on Monk. Why do I need to sort the letters? He was like, I'm really busy and kind of forced me into it. Dumbass Monk, you're so stupid. Director Michael told me he was impressed with the most recent episode of my drama. The material I've been gathering is really paying off. I need more. The best material always comes from the sources close to you. It seems more real that way. Okay, so this fishing spot wasn't here.
Oh, I see fish in the water. There. Got a bite. Nice. I got it.
That's a new one. Speckled trout. Nice chunk of wow.
There. Got a bite.
Nice!
Oh, great, a guppy. Think what's up a fight? What is this thing, a piranha?
It's a whopper!
No, that isn't. Little sucker didn't go down
There.
without a fight.
Got a bite! Nice!
Another one of those ones with the... Was that Space Sepith or Mirage? I don't remember.
I got it!
Like, 45 is nothing to sneeze at. I'll cast one
There.
more time. Then I'll
Got a
hit up
bite.
the other fishing spot to see what exactly is going on here. There's two.
Nice!
Yeah, it's this little sucker again.
Not bad at all. There.
Okay, we're blinking
Got
over
a
to the other
bite.
spot.
Nice! Not bad at all.
Just a carp.
There. Got a bite. Nice!
I forget what this thing is called. Rainbow trout, I think? Yeah.
It's a whopper!
That gives you a little bit of everything. So I'm actually good. I'm satisfied with that. So the one place I have not gone through yet is this one. Damn, that's good stuff. Ash, are you? Don't get your panties in a twist, this ain't booze. According to the bottle, it's some malt-flavored soft drink as a non-alcoholic. You shouldn't try and scare me like that. Hey, don't blame this on me. You jump to conclusions on your own. I ain't here to cause trouble. Just do what I want. All I ask is that you do what you want in moderation. There's no fun in moderation, Reen. Nerd. Mr. Instructor, I knew you were the star of last month's field exercises. Barney's always telling me about it so everyone knows. Really. Just brings it up when we're drinking. I also heard some students met with His Highness. Military academies are crazy, huh? See them all in a whole new light now. On the radio, they had a news story about Thor's the other day. It was about how they took part in the security detail for the inspection team in Crossville last month. It made me really happy. Never thought I'd be so proud of having a school here. I hope you continue to do your best. Just double checking, nothing up here. And I think that's everything and everyone. Oh, crud. So I mentioned I'd be doing the whole clicking every once in a while. This is one of those moments. And the cats are fighting. Jeez. Okay. Fight averted. Looks like the sun is about to set. Should I head back to the dorm now? Cause the story to advance. As far as I can tell, there isn't really anything else, so let's just trigger whatever scenes may come.
Hello, Reen.
Like this.
I see you're on your way back too.
Hey there, Toa, Celine. You two together is quite the rare sight.
I suppose it is now that you mention it. I guess so. It took quite some effort on her part to convince everyone to let a talking cat stay here.
I see. Thank you for taking the time to do all that.
It didn't take any time. Just had to do a few quick chats with people at the campus and in town. Just make sure you don't let any visitors catch you talking, okay, Celine?
Yeah, I know that. I've been hiding myself with Emma for years now. I wouldn't make such an amateurish.
Holy crap, a talking cat!
Meow! Wait a second. I know you weren't expecting me, Reen. Good day to you, Toa. Celine.
Elise! And is that?
Sorry about that. Looks like I got you good.
George!
He looks significantly different, and I never realized his last name was Gnome.
Long time no see, Toa. And how's it hanging, Reen? Celine? I happened to run into your sister on the train from Heimdall.
I see. So you came to bring me letters from Father and Master. Yes, they arrived around noon, so I figured I should give them to you right away. I figured I could go back today, and so I just decided I figured I could go back today, so I just decided to come. I had planned to just come and go, but I won't allow this. The last return train leaves at 10. A girl like you cannot go alone. We have guest rooms in the dorm, so please just stay here tonight. But I insist too. Tomorrow is Sunday. Hope you didn't have any plans. That won't be a problem. Fine, I'll take you up on that offer. After all, I do want to meet everyone at the branch campus. Thank you. I'll get permission from the principal. Sorry, and thank you. I was surprised to see you, but I didn't think the fat mechanic would be coming too. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a year. He's gonna come over here after he sees the professor, right? Yeah, he said we can order whatever we'd like. George has a hefty appetite, so we can probably order everything on the menu. You may be right. That may be too much. But I was really surprised to see him on the train. He told me he spent the past year traveling all over the continent. Yeah, he was making his rounds to all the famous studios in all the countries. Zeiss Central Factory in Laboral, the Epstein Foundation in Le Mans. Say he uses connections to also go to the Verne Company in the Republic. Notice the capital. The Republic? Isn't that the big country that's at war with the Empire? Yeah, though they have reached an armistice. George was always an advocate for peace through technological exchange. Both he and Angelica are setting really good examples. Isn't Angelica traveling the continent on an orbital bike? Yeah, I think she might be coming back soon. Hey guys, sorry for making you wait. George. Please have a seat. Let's make a toast. That's right, you're old enough to drink now. I can drink too. I'll just have a ginger ale. And I'll have milk. I heard the rumors, but seeing what happened in Crossbell, the society is on the move again, and the group called the Gnomes. Yeah, right. Reen, Miss Toa? Yeah, that surprised me too. In my head, I know it's impossible. We went to his funeral after the war. We were there when they buried him. Yeah, he was resting so peacefully. He looked unusually content, you know, for Crow. Toa? Toa. For some reason, it seems like it was just yesterday. But you're right, we know for certain. That masked man absolutely is not Crow. Yeah. In fact, that shadowy machine may not have even been a Divine Knight. Could have just been something that looks like one. Speaking of which, was the Azure Knight ever retrieved? I heard that they sealed it up so that the Noble Alliance wouldn't get their hands on it. Yeah, it's being stored in the depths of Corellia Fortress. Now that Crow is no longer alive, it shouldn't be able to teleport. So it must have been something else. Yeah. A small part of me was hoping it really was the Knight. Yeah. Anyway, the gnomes are piquing my interest. They were the counterpart of the witches, but they vanished into the dark recesses of history. They made spirit shrines and even created the basement of the old campus. I heard the last time they clashed with the witches was about 800 years ago. That was the last exchange between the two groups. Supposedly no one has seen the gnomes since then. And they just happen to choose today to return. They're going up against the Society and they have hired Zephyr. So it seems. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure the Elder Avita would know more about this. Okay, I had to step away again. Didn't you already ask the Elder, but she wouldn't tell you anything? Well, she can be really stubborn sometimes. Jeez, despite looking like that, she can be such a stubborn hag. Looking like that? Don't worry about it. Hey, Reen, do you have any thoughts about the gnomes? What makes you think I know anything about them? Well, I did back you in Class 7-Up in battle once. I'd like to think that I know about the information you gathered. I'd like to think that I know about the information you gathered during the Civil War. And under that assumption, I came up with a theory. The group known as the Gnomes, could they be calling themselves something else now? Oh, that's... I've only heard bits and pieces, but... I was actually thinking that too. Over the last 2 months, my suspicions have grown. The name the gnomes are using now is... the Black Workshop. They're the mysterious workshop that created Millium and Altina's combat shells. I've also heard rumors about them selling extremely high-tech weapons to First-Class Jaeger Corps. I had to move the cat because she's blocking Toa's text box. So, probably, the super long-range rifle that Crow used may have been one of them. It's the same with Altina's combat shell that abducted me and the princess. Yeah, although they erased all of Millium and Altina's memories of the workshop, no one has seen their true face, except for Chancellor Osborne and Ouroboros. Oh, and everything has come full circle. According to Vita, the Black Workshop is part of the Society's 13 factories. This is what I learned during my recent travels. The 13 factories are like a network that gathers technicians from all over the continent. But during the Civil War, they sided with the Chancellor and helped him steal the plan from the Society. That makes sense? So the key to all this is Chancellor Osborne. He's not someone we can just talk to. Reen? Reen? What is it? It's nothing. I don't want to make them worry. Thank you. I think I have a better idea of how all this information fits together. You're welcome. I'm interested in the Black Workshop too. I think the professor might know something. That makes sense. He is regarded as the most prestigious engineer on the continent. I was planning on staying in his lab tonight and helping out. I'm leaving for Ruhr tomorrow, but I'll make sure to bring it up with him. I'll let you know if I learn anything new, Reen. Thank you. I feel like he'll be more open with you. Yeah. That old man has issues. AP +1. Well then, I'll see you guys around. I'll make sure to drop in and say bye before I leave tomorrow. Thanks, you should give me a call sometime too. Good evening. How about we get together and have lunch tomorrow? Sounds good to me. See you tomorrow. That said, I'll probably end up playing an all-nighter tonight. Then make it breakfast instead. There you are. Yuna, Altina, Muse? Look, even Tita's here. Right, I haven't said hello to anyone besides Muse yet. Good to see you, Yuna. It's been a while. You as well, Altina, Tita. Good to see you too. It's only been 19 days since we last met. I was so surprised when I heard from George. I excused myself earlier so as to not intrude. When I told Yuna and Altina you were here, they insisted upon coming by to say hello. Yeah? We promised we'd all get together. And you, Instructor, why didn't you invite me? Now that you mention it, I probably should have. It's my fault. I should have let you know I should have let you all know I'd be stopping by. You've got nothing to apologize for, Elise. Aren't you headed to Heimdall? The last train's going to leave soon, isn't it? About that, Elise will be spending the night at the dorms. What? For real? I suspected that might be the case. Will you perhaps be spending the night locked away with Instructor Reen in his room? Absolutely not. She'll be staying in the guest room tonight. I checked with the principal earlier, and in her words, Elise can stay for as many nights as she pleases. She would say that. In that case, Elise, instead of some boring old guest room, why don't you stay with us? You're fine with it, right, Ellie? No objections. Commence pajama party. No. She should stay with Tita and me. After all, I was her underclassman at St. Estrella. I'd be more than happy to have her stay with us. This is getting way too noisy. If this keeps going, they'll tear her in two. Since you got the opportunity, why not take them up on their offer, Elise? I agree, but as a teacher, I recommend you don't stay up too late. In that case... Everyone in the guest room? I would love to join you all for the night.
Looks like you've kept this place clean. Though the building itself may be old, everything inside is well organized.
I'm sure you can thank Celestine for that. You don't have to go through the trouble of cleaning my room, though. I can take care of it myself.
Yes, I can tell. However, the hard-to-reach spots could use some attention.
Well, I've been pretty busy, you know.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I'll give your room a thorough cleaning tomorrow. There should be no problems, provided I get back by evening.
I couldn't possibly ask that of you. Since you came to visit, I should show you around.
Knowing you, you'll be working even on your off days, am I right? I don't intend to get in the way of you helping out your school or your students. I came to visit and volunteered to help out of my own free will, so please go about your business as usual.
Elise? Fine, you win. But we're eating breakfast and lunch together at least. I won't let you get out of that.
I accept your conditions. Oh, and Reen, here are the letters from Father and Master Yoon.
Thanks for bringing those to me. I guess Master came back to visit while I was away in Crossbell, huh? Would have liked to see him, but I guess that's how it was meant to be. Why didn't Dad just send these directly to me?
Those letters weren't sent to me through the post office, but a shipping company.
Kapua?
Perhaps he did it for your sake.
I see. Did he do that in case the letters were inspected? Does that mean there's sensitive information in them?
Reen? Did something happen between you and Father?
No, why do you ask?
When you came home at the end of last year, there seemed to be something off between the two of you. I can't imagine what it might be, but did something happen at the end of the Civil War? And could that something have led to a rift between you and Father?
I'm glad to finally see you again, my son. You've grown into a fine young man. Indeed, the Empire will soon know of the Ashen Chevalier, the hero whose brave deeds allowed us to reclaim the capital.
There's no need to worry. We're not fighting or anything. I'm still Dad's beloved son. And him, Mom, and you are all my family. Nothing will ever change that.
Right.
All done getting ready for your sleepover?
Huh?
Excuse us?
Everyone.
We just finished getting the bed all set up.
I went and brought back some extra pajamas, too.
Because I sense your presence for some time there now.
Oh. Told you he sends us.
Oh, don't act like you weren't just as curious as the rest of us, Altina. The Schwarz are siblings alone together. A forbidden delight sweeter than the finest confection.
Muse!
Ah, that's it! It's been so long since you've scolded me like that, Elise.
You're all making way too much racket. Don't go around shouting in the halls. I'm trying to take a cat nap here and... Ow! What do you think you're doing?
You should join us, Celine. There are so many things I need to ask you.
Good thinking. I'm sure Celine has plenty of juicy details about our instructor's school days.
Juicy details? Oh, we're gonna have so much fun tonight.
Well, on that note, good night, Reen.
Yeah, good night. Try not to stay up too late. Jeez, is everyone gonna join this thing? Cannot believe what an angel Instructor Reen's sister is. Her uniform is simply perfect and she's just so pure. She's the student council president at St. Estraya's girls' school, right? Kurt, go talk to her. Put that obnoxiously handsome face of yours to work and ask if we can join too. Come on. I refuse. You guys know tomorrow's our free day, right? So that's Schwarzer's sister, huh? I guess they aren't blood related. But if that's the case, then... Dear Reen, it has been some time. Last I laid eyes on you was before you left for the academy, so 2 years ago. Tio, I don't know if that's Tio or Theo or how that's pronounced, but Theo showed me a recent picture of you, and I could tell at a glance you've grown into a fine young man. I have no doubt you're a hit among the ladies, but knowing you, that popularity is going completely to waste. Truth be told, I must journey to the eastern half of the continent. Its plight grows worse by the day. The dragon veins are nearly depleted and the barren land spreads. It is a world wholly different from the west. I shan't return to Western Zemuria for at least half a year. I would have liked to see you before I left, but I suppose this is Idios as well. I hear you earned yourself the title of Ashen Chevalier for your deeds in the Empire Civil War. I'm sure there are many things which cause you hesitation and disquiet at your heart. The power within you that led you to seek my training, the mystery of your birth, your past, but you needn't worry over such things. The knowledge I passed down to you was that of the seventh form, the blade that brings a flash of light to drive back the darkness. Mastering this form is more difficult than any other. I do not know if you are even capable of such a feat yet. 10 years ago, it was you I chose to be my final disciple. Not Cassius, not Arios. I chose you and you alone to be the final blade to complete the 8 leaves. In this time of turbulence, become that flashing blade which illuminates the darkness, even if for the briefest moment. I believe you and those comrades whose souls are intertwined with yours are capable of this. Goodbye for now. Once I return from the east and we have reunited, I shall impart to you my final teachings. Yun Kafei. How does he always do that? He writes as though he knows everything I've done and sees right through me. Eastern Zemuria. In recent years, it's grown barren and there's less and less fertile land to go around. I'm sure Master doesn't need me to worry about him. No, it's not my place to worry about him. The seventh form is void, emptiness, darkness. And it's also a blade that brings a flash of light to illuminate that darkness. He always told me that, but I think I'm finally starting to understand. I think it's a bit too much to call me the final blade to complete the 8 leaves. But at the very least, I want to be strong enough to protect my friends and students. And in order to do that, I need to overcome this wall. I've also got this letter from Dad. A letter he needed Elise to hand-deliver to me. Dear Rean, it's been a while since we last talked. About 6 months or so, I'd guess. Judging from your last letter, you seem to be well. I'm sure Elise mentioned it, but Master Kafai visited Ymir in late May. He left a letter for you, so I sent it to Elise via a reliable source, so she could deliver it to you in person. I'd also like to tell you that which I promised I would. I imagine by now you know about your birth father. Elise had her suspicions, but your mother and I immediately knew something was amiss when you last visited. First off, I need to apologize for not telling you sooner. I've known Gileath Osborne for about 40 years. His family were commoners from the north, but his father and mine were acquainted. When he lost his family to an avalanche, we took him in. He was 13 years old at the time. I was only 5 then, so I looked up to him as an older brother. Once he was 17, he left Ymir and enrolled in Thors. After his graduation, he joined the army and was promoted at a remarkable rate. Because of this, the nobles took notice and tried to quash his rise through the ranks. Even after my father passed on and I took over Ymir, Gileath continued to keep in contact. Until that day 14 years ago. It had been 3 years since I last heard his voice.
I want you to take in a child. You must cut all ties with me, and never speak a word of this to that child. I'm sorry, Teo. You're the only one I can turn to.
I accepted his request and immediately took a horse out to the place he told me. The rest, you should know. The moment I saw the child, I knew it was his. I knew Gileath was married and had a child. I'd even seen pictures. But seeing the child up close, he resembled his mother more than anything. Even so, I chose to forget all that and take the child in as a member of the Schwarzer family. Fortunately, Lucia agreed, and Elise warmed up to him in no time. From then on, it all felt like a wondrous dream. That child grew up into a man any parent would be proud of. Of course, Elise was proud of her dear older brother as well. I knew he worried about the mysterious power deep within him, but he stood under Master Yoon in order to get it under control. We, his parents and his sister, will always be proud of him. He is an irreplaceable member of our family. Much has changed since then, yet I know he is still the same young man we all love. My older brother Gileath was kind and dependable. I know he would not have left his child were there any other choice. That said, I refuse to give you back to him. Even if it comes down to a bare-knuckle brawl between us, even if I have no chance of winning, I will never let you go. Above all, I wanted to make sure you knew this. That's why I wrote to you today. Sorry it took me such a long letter to say it. Say hi to Elise for me. Sincerely, Dad. I'm so blessed to have such a wonderful family and friends. And on top of that, now I have great coworkers and students. But I need to make sure I'm not over-reliant on them. He must know something about my powers, and what really happened that day 14 years ago. What happened to my birth mother? P.S. He did contact me just once after the incident, though it was simply as a request from the Imperial Chancellor to a local baron. 12 years ago, he asked me to introduce him to a young noble from the Albaret family to whom I was teaching falconry at the time. In retrospect, I felt my introduction to him was a prelude to recent events, such as the Civil War and the occupation of Crossbell. It's possible this isn't relevant, but I thought I'd let you know anyway. Ouroboros, the Black Workshop, the Enforcers, the Jaegers, the Gnomes, and that masked man, and the Ironbloods he founded. I'm seeing more of the big picture little by little, but the truth is still shrouded in darkness. You need to light the way, Rean Schwarzer. Be the shining blade that cuts through the darkness.